The Bay Area Book Festival happening this weekend in Berkeley. It's a springtime event that dates back more than a decade. And this weekend's version includes programming that is meant in part to address the current political climate. Joining us now is J.K. Fowler, Executive Director of the festival and the founder of Nomadic Press, a community-based publishing house. J.K., good morning. Thanks for being with us today.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
So this year's theme is called Changing the Narrative. Can you explain what that means?
Yeah, I think we wanted to be, responsive but not reactive to the times, right? So we're all dealing with some very difficult times in this country, and I think a lot of our programming represents the need for us to gather as a community, share tactics for organizing and building communities of care, and going back into our communities to share what we've learned to build over the next year.
So would you say that the festival essentially is reinventing itself in a way to respond to the current landscape we are seeing?
I think the festival over its past 10 years has been responsive to the times. I think this year in particular, we're leaning heavily in. You'll see a lot of activists and organizers, community organizers from across the nation in our lineup. Yesterday, we had democracy dialogues in the freight and salvage in downtown Berkeley throughout the day. So I think that's a good example of where we're headed as a festival.
So this is obviously an event that so many people here in the Bay Area and all over the country have grown to know and love. This year, if somebody is going to be coming by, who are some of the notable authors that'll be speaking?
Well, tonight we're really excited to have Judith Butler in conversation with Misha Cardenas. We have Roxanne Gay in conversation with Alicia Garza. But really throughout the day, there's going to be something for everyone. Yesterday we had Family Day at the Berkeley Central Library. Today we're going to have Inside Ideas at the Freight and Salvage from 11 until 5 p.m. We're also going to have the outdoor fair, which we're calling the Bookworm Block Party this year. It's going to have 120 exhibitors up and down Alston Way and surrounding streets, and those are all book-related exhibitors. So if you're looking to fill your library with some wonderful books, definitely come on by.
JK, this is your first year, if I remember correctly, your first year running this festival. For you personally, what are the goals that you've got in mind that you're hoping somebody who comes to the festival this year will get to experience?
I think what I really want people to feel when they walk into our space is that they've walked into their weekend home. I want people to feel welcomed. I want them to see themselves on the stage. I want them to feel engaged and to potentially complicate some ideas that they've held for a very long time. I think we're living in a moment where we really need to question some of the frameworks that we've all been living in. And so I think the series of conversations that we're offering through our festival are really invitations to complicate. And I think that's a positive development in our festival and one that we're going to push over the years to come.
Finally, for me this morning, JK, just that feeling of opening up a fresh new book. Might be a fresh new book. It might actually be not fresh at all, but a book for you at least. What's that feeling like?
Oh, that's the first thing I do. I might reveal that I'm a total weirdo, but I smell books before I start reading them.
That's what I was getting into, was the smell of a book. You can keep talking about that.
I think that feeling that we have with books, that tangible object that we build relationship with, the beautiful thing about books is that we, depending on the length of them, we can sit with them for quite some time. And so I think it's common for folks to refer to books as their friends, and I understand that. And so we invite that at the festival. There's plenty of time and plenty of space to sit down with one of the books that you buy at the outdoor book fair or that you buy at one of the author signings after each of the events. And so no one will judge you if you're in the corner smelling a book.
That's what we love to hear. J.K. Fowler, Executive Director of the Bay Area Book Festival. Thanks for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.